But sometimes I smoke so much that I'm like, I want fucking shit I say in class.
Um,
Am I doing some like weirdo conspiracy shit like birds and robots? By the way,
You know what? You know what happened to me last time I got super snowy in the
like
work?
super loud.
They were like, hey, go help this guy.
Did
It's
you unmute it?
fucking sheriff. And I was so freaked out because I was high as shit. You don't know I'm high. I'm doing a stupid ass job. Like, last time, like, I got high.
I'll tell you whenever she almost put me in jail for like
Yo, my whole life flash. I'm not the one. Listen,
No.
I am not ride or die. I am like, thank you, officer. I have been kidnapped. Please save me. I am not ride or die. He did it. It was him. 9:03, Tuesday the 3rd. I was there. He was wearing a red shirt. Like, I am not ride or die. I am not ride or
She
die.
rat you out. It's not serving anybody.
Yo, I got actually I get pulled over. Actually,
ran out of fucking gas.
I ran out of gas like quarter mile fucking outside of Cranesburg. So I called I like nobody nowhere. I called the sheriffs and they came. And I guess my car was a little dinky. And he was like, "Do you have a weed in the car?" Well, I don't think that's what he said, but he worded it in such a way
Mhm.
that I said, maybe, I don't know. And he was like, "Do you have weed in the car?" But in my mind, I knew that I was like low key out. But like, what constitutes as weed in the car?
Mhm.
And so I was like, well, here's the thing, officer. I just found out that my son was smoking. Like, I'm trying to FaceTime his father and figure out like how to handle this and what to do. I didn't know because it smells like fresh cut grass and watermelon. Like, it's a family car. I'm a single mom, like blah 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 blah, right? He's like, okay. Like everyone gets out of
Mouth
the car.
vomit just coming out.
And I'm like trying to tell Zach, like, and I'm sure the officer is like,
And I'm just fucking down with it.
right,
I
like,
gotta serve 6 years facing that shit to the face.
so he's like, can I search the car? And I'm like, yeah, knowing damn well my car's a fucking
You're what?
disaster.
I was
Like,
like
what are you gonna
16.
find? He is pulling out
Basement to the face. Mhm.
all the wraps, right? My, like, whatever, whatever, whatever. And then he pulls out a bat. Says Desi Joe. Like, da 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 da
Oh,
da.
big ass.
Yeah,
bag.
yeah, like, I mean, it was empty. But, like, they printed off at the, like, da 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 da. And I grab it, and I'm like,
Oh, it was so bad.
uh, uh, oh, that was for my birthday when I was in Colorado.
That shit was so bad.
He takes Zach to the vehicle, like gives him the whole, is it your mom's? Just be straight with me, son. Like, blah.
Like, nah.
Nadia's crying. She's like, I
That would be me.
yo, it was so bad. My whole life flashed before my eyes. Like,
Oh, yeah, bro. I was like, nah, that shit was mine. I was taking that shit to the face, bro. I wasn't
and then I was like, how am I ever gonna fucking discipline Zach after this? If he asks me for anything, I just absolutely have to be like,
Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
okay.
Bro, how you
Like,
like,
trying to like,
sponge that off my record, dog? Nigga,
Remember that time you took me to jail?
God
3 bands.
bless me that day. Like, fucking A, dude. My whole
So,
life.
so the day before my car got totaled,
Yeah, dude.
I no,
No, when?
when did it?
That was a different story.
Yeah, but it was. I had come over Sunday night, and I was fucking blitzed. So in the morning when I woke up, I was still fucking.
Sometimes it's like that.
And like, so I get up on the bypass,
You're faded.
and I'm just fucking. It's so pretty out. I have all
I'm
four
in.
windows. All windows were just cracked a little bit. Had the music cranked up. I was just in
Vibing.
my own little fucking world. Just, and I every once in a while I'll be like, oh shit, I'm speeding. I'll slow down. Well, I heard somebody honk, and I'm like, the
That's a
fuck? Who's honking? I don't know who it is. And I keep tootling along. I get to the curve right there by the new high school, and I happen to look in my rearview mirror. There's fucking KHP. I was like,
And they've been following.
I have no idea how long you've been following me.
AHP?
Kansas Highway Patrol. And
Shit.
so he,
I've been pulled over right there before. I was like, I don't know, I was speeding. I was just cruising.
so he comes over and he's like, "Good morning, ma'am." And I was like, "Good morning. I'm pretty sure I was speeding." And I had both my IDs out because I have the concealed carry and then my regular one. Well, my gun was in my purse. And he goes, "Oh, you carry?" And I was like, "Yeah." And, I'm just fucking shaking because I'm like, "Oh, shit." And I was like, "Yeah, it's a Ruger." I said, "I can't think of what it's called." I was like, "It's right there if you want me to show you."
Yeah, it's like I will check.
So he's like, "Yeah, sure." He goes, "I can tell you're a well-mannered citizen. I don't think you're gonna shoot me."
White, blonde hair, blue eyes. Hail Hitler! Hi.
So like I had to
Must be nice to be privileged.
I know, right?
Got
Fucking
the
Aryan
Republican
bitch.
Trump is my president, yes, sir.
He
But it was
second
funny.
command.
And then we just started
Yeah.
talking, and he's like, I'm not gonna give you a ticket. And he's like, it's kind of an iffy area. Because if that area where I was at, if you're in the newer cars that have it's like the speed limit sign.
Like the GPS, yeah.
Yeah. And it'll have a speed
Yeah.
sign. And right there on the bypass, it says 70, but you're still in a 55 zone.
55, yeah.
Damn, it does that to you?
We've noticed because we were doing the same thing, and then sometimes Google even tells you like
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
65 and it's posted 70 and everyone's going 80.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah. And
yeah.
so he's like, I'm not gonna,
That whole
give you a ticket.
strip of highway is like a new area.
Yeah.
I know it's weird. So my understanding is heading west, it's 55 until a little bit after 3rd Street.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But then coming this way, it's 70 from about Loves to 3rd Street.
Yeah.
And then it's 55.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I don't know.
But they call it
Wait.
some new corridor.
But wait, Towns Riverview to the airport is what?
65.
That's 65.
And then the airport to Cimarron
To the airport,
is
60. To the airport,
Huh?
60, isn't it?
65.
so
No,
it's
65.
not.
It's 65. Right once you go down the hill.
Oh.
Yeah,
You
once you
hit
go
65.
up over that hill and you're coming down, it's
So it's
65.
not 70
No.
in
You
that
fucking
4-lane
No,
you can-
highway to the airport.
you can
No,
set
it's
it at
65.
70.
Right, like I get it, but like I'm cruising at 73
Shit on
because
that.
I thought it was 70. Okay.
No. It's 65.
Yeah, I got pulled over right after the airport. Did I tell you that story? Thanksgiving Day. Poor Joe. So we're going to Sarah's for Thanksgiving, and I think it's Thanksgiving Day. It might be the day before, but I think it's Thanksgiving Day, and we're going, and I'm literally cruising at 73 because I thought it was 70, so I'm just legit cruising. Cruising, whole row of cars come. I don't know who, sheriff, whatever, is in between.
Mhm.
Flips the bitch and pulls me over. I'm like,
I'm gonna just
he's like, I got you going 75. I'm not even gonna say
just
anything.
Mhm.
I'm like, I'm going 73, but like the speed limit 70. And he's like, it's a 65. And I was like, oh, like for real? Whatever. But so he gives me the ticket. I'm like, okay. And he walks away and he wasn't like handsome,
Mhm.
but the uniform, he gives me the ticket and he walks away and I say, oh, thanks. And he's like, yeah. Or he gives me the ticket and I'm like, thanks. Happy Father's Day. Thanksgiving. Poor Joe. Poor Joe.
Was it bad?
No, he laughed about it, and Naughty was like, "Oh my God, Mom!" Because Naughty reads those,
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
but like,
I'm already knowing. Because Nadia's not going to get no niggas.
no.
Unless she
Yo, tell me
fucking
why
gets
Weston
more-
posted like top 2024 regrets, the girl of summer of 2024.
So he regrets that?
I don't know what that means. I don't think it was regrets or I may be wrong, but it was something that he posted that definitely implied Nadia.
I don't know.
Nadia comes home every day, Weston this, Weston that, Weston this, Weston that,
Yeah.
Weston this. I'm just gonna wait till they're 28
No,
and get
cause
married.
no, cause they're gonna date through their whole high school year.
It's gonna be a
You
whole
whole year.
telemundo. What are the
It's gonna be
telemundo?
one of those
What is it?
Telemundo. Telemundo.
Telemundo. Telemundo. Tele al torte. Teleperito. All of it. Los mucho nachos. Cheese may nachos.
Hey, I told Charlie one night we should have like a pot thing. Like everybody brings a dish or something.
Oh my god.
Oh.
I'm saying
Like a potluck?
Okay, I probably cannot commit to that, but I'm totally down for the candy salad.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
And don't they do a trauma dump with that?
This
Yeah.
or this one?
Maybe like I don't know, but maybe
That one time,
fucked up shit.
that one time my baby daddy had a kid 2 weeks older than our kid. I brought Sour Patch Kids.
We can make a TikTok.
Isn't that what they do?
Yeah.
Yeah. How many days apart are you?
Imperial.
3 weeks. 3 weeks. I need to quit saying 7 days. 3 weeks. Is
Yeah,
there
no,
really
it's
a
you're
difference?
you're stretching, bro.
Actually, you tried to come 3 weeks early, so y'all could have been twins.
7 days.
That would have been sick.
was fine.
Not even the same parents,
Yeah.
twins. That would have been fucking crazy.
Yo, and I wanted to name you Junior. Imagine the fucking Social Security office trying to figure that shit out.
2 juniors.
At like a
Wait,
minute,
how
or
that
no, it would
wait,
just be like
Wait,
3 seconds,
what was his last
3 to 4
name?
second difference.
No, I wanted to name him Zakiah Hakeem Trueheart, and your brother is.
Hakeem. Kenyatta Trueheart.
Oh, that's what I wanted to name him. Hakeem Kenyatta Trueheart.
What are you talking about?
His I wanted to name him Hakeem Kenyatta Trueheart Jr. But like nah, and then this whole mom thing. I saw his name 3 times throughout my pregnancy, so I knew it was meant to be. Whatever. But then, like lo and behold, his dad had a son 3 weeks before Zach was born. So you just imagine how that works out. And named him Hakeem Kenyatta Trueheart. But then I always wondered in the back of my mind, could they both be juniors, or then did they have to like figure out the time and he's the second and the third, or what?
They probably have to figure out. But how long would that happen? Try not long, bro.
I know, like, but still.
Jesus Christ, that would be a fucking hassle. We have a whole day without naming your baby.
Some
No,
people do
Nadia
that.
didn't have a name. Nadia didn't have a name. Like, and they don't let you leave the hospital if you don't have a name.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
That's stupid.
Because every time I talked to her dad about what should we name her, he said Lola, which the name was the name of his boxer. And
Yeah.
I'm like, I'm not naming my kid after your dog. And then he always said Pocahontas.
Fucking serious.
Pocahontas. Like,
That's really
so I didn't have a name. 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 So I really liked Nadia Yamaguchi. And then my dad came up with Loren, like Sophia Loren. Because I really liked like Alejandra Jade. And I thought that we could name her AJ. Like AJ or whatever.
there should be
But
fucking-
then wasn't she when she was 11 or something? But then mom said, is it Joe's daughter or Joe's son? I don't know, but somebody in the family goes by AJ already.
Oh, you didn't find out.
So like I didn't.
It's not like to see that nigga though.
I know, exactly. I really liked that.
That's someone to say that.
But yeah, I wanted to name you Junior, and I wanted to name her Alana Jade.
Alana.
Remember
Alana.
that pink gum
That's you said
that was
Alana.
in that
I think you
fucking
just said
bowl?
that.
That reminds me of.
Bubble tape?
Wait, is it hitting
Yeah.
now?
Barely, but it's like the bubble gum.
Barely.
Burr.
The little pink cake that was on the roll.
Is that what it tastes like?
I think it just
Bubble
needs to be
gum.
charged.
No, that shit tastes
Bubble
like a
gum.
fucking Skittle. Take a handful of Skittles, stick it in your...
Bubble tape. It's literally
Bubble
bubble
tape.
tape.
I don't know,
No,
like, but that's what it is.
no.
Yeah, bubble tape. It's Hubba Bubba Bubble Tape Gum.
Yeah,
Bubble Bubble
like-
Bubble 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 Bubble.
Let me see a picture of it.
Oh, wait, I just removed it.
It's in a little cave.
I need to go get Skittles for y'all.
Yeah,
Yep, that.
I got you.
Okay. This is what people receive.
Yeah, yeah.
No,
That's exactly what
My
that
scary
shit's from.
face.
You look stoned.
I just have to figure out a way to censor because I use names
Name drop.
and that's not appropriate. So unless you pre-record and then post and you can like censor or bleep out